Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Isle of Man in the UK. This is John and Mike's MMA Corner.
Okay, I'm joined now with the boys at BKK. We'll just round off like that. We've got a father and son combination with Jack Mason and Tom Mowle. We've got Sexy Curls, Mr. Sean Carter. Mr. John Maguire was there, and Dean Simmonds Gonzo was there as well. So thank you for coming. Speak to me, lads.
What's happening? What's happening? Good.
So I want to start off first with saying that it's the end of the year, 2015's finishing, but it seems that BKK, it's going pretty well there. 2015's been a pretty good year for you boys.
Yeah, it's been. I think we've had like some mixed results. Personally, I ended the year with not the best result in the world, but yeah, there's been some big highlights this year and some strong finishes, especially the guys on BCMMA. Like for instance, Steve Amable is absolutely smashing at the minute. His last 18 months have been brilliant. I think he's gone either 5 and 6 and 6 fights unbeaten in 18 months against like some top guys in the UK. So he's looking really good and looking to start 2016 off pretty strong.
Oh, and that little prick Arnold did pretty well.
Yeah, Arnold, made his UFC debut as well, and yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about Arnold. We don't need. He's nothing. He's not going to make it anyway. It's just luck.
What's he doing?
No, you know what? We've actually got Arnold coming on in when we speak to him New Year's Day. We've got Arnold on. Yeah, we've got Arnold coming on. So, look, like I say, BKK 2015. You're all starting. You got John Maguire came back as well. So you got yourself back in the cage, and then you got another fight coming up as well against Manuel Garcia Nieto. Is it? He's got a pretty sexy name, to be fair.
Yeah, it sounds like a porn name, doesn't it? But yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
it was Jack who enticed me back into it. I'm sort of like the adopted BKK fighter now, I would say so. But yeah, Jack's the one who got me back in there.
So what,
I didn't want. I was forced into it.
So what? Oh, you were forced. He twisted your arm, did he?
Yeah, it was eventually. You got to get back in there and fight. I was like, I'm happy being fat at home, but he wouldn't leave me alone.
Jack knows his arm.
So what brought you back then?
He guillotined me into it. He doesn't have to twist an arm.
It's nice to see as well that BCMMA, the promotion itself, like you say, last year it grew, but it's actually it just seems to keep growing. The reputation gets bigger, and I think the cards that you're stacking up now. You got Mr. Luke Barnett jumping on the card as well. It's great to see the the talent, the low UK talent that's going on there now. Jack, I think you must be pretty proud of what's going on.
We're just trying to taking baby steps and just trying to improve it every show. And we got all the guys at BKK help out. They're all fighters and they know what they would like. How they'd like to be treated and what makes them comfortable. So when they're helping out on the show, they treat all the guys that are fighting with the same respect. So everything runs really smoothly. Everyone gets looked after. It's it's like a show run by fighters for the fighters. So we're just trying to improve it and make it better every time out.
And you've obviously Mr. Sexy Curls, you're going on this card as well. It's nice to see. You've got Mr. Casata, who's another former Cage Warriors boy as well. You must be looking forward to getting back in there. After the dodgy stuff going on in was it Finland, I believe?
Oh yeah, man, I ain't going back to Finland. I didn't have the best of luck this year personally, but I've never stopped training, and like the improvements I've made weren't showcased last year, obviously. But I've got a good fight, against a tough opponent on BCMMA, which is like the #1 growing show in the UK, I believe, at the moment, under the helm of old Baldy himself. So, which one? Not Tom.
Not Tom.
So yeah, I'm really pleased to be getting in there. Really pleased to be fighting sort of closer to home as well. So should be a good fight, a good result for me.
Well, I was going to say, you didn't get to showcase yourself, but the thing is, you weren't getting stopped, Sean. This is the thing. I was saying, I speak to a couple of friends of mine and say, the thing about Sean is, he's getting these shitty decisions. It's not that he's getting smoked. It's just that it's one of them things where possibly if he gets a decision win in the UK, the judges might have a bit more of a clue about what's going on. But, you know, you like I say, you experienced the tough house as well, and I think, you know, 2016, you've got a lot to take out from it, but there's the return as well, lads. Let's all be honest. The return of Cage Warriors, fingers crossed. I suppose that must excite all of you boys. You know, Dean, yourself. How do you all feel about that?
That doesn't excite me one bit. Not one bit.
To be fair, I had really good times on Cage Warriors. So if they're making a comeback and they want to see me on their cards again, I'll be more than happy to fight for them again. They were a great show, and you know, sort of I think Jack might back me up on this, like the way that they treated sort of fighters and like the way shows are run. I think Jack tries and he's doing very well in matching that for the BCMMA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like when Cage Warriors left, you know, they left the scene, you know, like maybe 18 months ago, whatever, left a bit of a big void in UK MMA. So, you know, I'm definitely with BCMMA. We're just a local show. We're not trying to, you know, take over the helm or anything like that. But you know, we are just trying to, you know, where we've got a local show, we're just trying to emulate all the good things that they did. And you know, that's what we're doing for BCMMA. But yeah, it's definitely a big void, and it'd be great if they come back. I'd just like to see some dates from them now, and you know, get some shows actually.
Yeah, stop talking about it and just do the bastard.
Yes, I have been harping on to Graham to try and get some dates, try and eke some dates out of him, but it's like getting blood out of a stone out of him. But fingers crossed, you know, we might get some more news. He puts out these teaser statuses on Facebook. He's like a woman who cock teasers. You know, we're just like, look, just give us the dates, mate. You know what I mean? I don't care.
I'm sure there must be something more to it. You know,
yeah, so 30th of January 2017.
That'll do, yeah. 17. I'll make a note of that. I'll make a note. And you know, Jack, your son Tom went off and competed in the IMMAF. And how was that experience for you, Tom?
Pretty shit, to be honest. Like, the team was good. I just done shit myself. Like, just fucked everything pretty much.
And why do you think that then? Why do you think it didn't quite work?
One, because I'm the coach and he missed weight by 6 pounds to start of it, and then he finally had to cut weight, and he's the first fight on of the day then. So he had 2 hours to recover, maybe 3, and he's the best fight of the day, and then he fought like a cunt.
Oh,
that's the top and bottom of it.
So basically, there's some lessons learned there, and Tom's going to learn from it.
Well, the good thing is though, yeah, it's the amateur ranks. You can learn, you can mess up now, and you know, you can get your arse whooped, learn your lessons, go back in the gym. You can come back and when you eventually turn over to that professional ranks. But the good thing is, they say about the amateur ranks, a lot of I think Mark Goddard said it as well, that people should be staying in the amateur ranks a lot longer to get their, to you know, kind of home in their skill set. Do you all feel the same in that way?
Yeah, I think so. They should have a load of amateur fights. If the amateur was around when I was started, I would have been amateur for a long time before I went pro. I think it's good for them, for all the up-and-comers there, because it puts them in all these positions what they're not used to seeing at. And fight tough. They should fight tough competition in the amateur ranks, not just bums, and then think they can go pro. But I think it's better in the long run for them.
There's some guys in the amateurs now that, you know, that they're unbelievable. You know, that can name a lot of the guys. You know, they're a lot. You know, to be honest, they're a lot better than some of the guys out there that are fighting pro. And that, you know, they've done it the right way. You know, they've had like 10, maybe 15 amateur fights, and you know, and they've really learnt all the lessons they can, and you know, they're going to be some of the best guys out there, I think.
Yeah, it looks like we've almost got like a foundation, doesn't it? We're starting to get like a sense for how we should be running the kind of MMA career of a fighter, so to speak. I like what the IMAF are doing. We had Ben Cartledge on, we've had Mark Goddard on talking about their aspects of it. And John, like you said, you were doing the coaching for it. How did you find working with them and what they're looking to do with the kind of rule sets and everything they're putting in?
I think it's like I said, it's the way forward. It's good, and this one was like 85 or 75 competitors, so it was really from all up and down Europe, and I think it was really good, and they're going in the right direction. A few little things probably could do differently, but apart from that, I think it's the way forward in the sport. Just I'd like to see more, because we're holding tryouts next year for the English squad. Just like to see more English people actually turn up. But at the minute, I'm just working with what I get, and I've got some good talents come through. But I know there's more out there that need to step up a little bit.
I think what we should do, what we need to get happening, is like an X Factor auditions going around the UK.
That's what That's what I was doing. I was holding open tryouts around the country, and where I was getting the most interest, I was travelling and then trying them out. That's how it was. But you'd be surprised, only 10 people turn up to each tryout. The problem I find nowadays with UK MMA is they're afraid of competition. They're more happy fighting on the local shows, fighting a few bums or kebab shop fighters, and they're happy, and then they think they're champs, and that bugs the shit right out of me.
Yeah.
But the guy who turned up was there for real competition, because you don't know who you're going to fight in these tournaments and competitions. It's random. And the ones who turned up done really well. Like I said, we got 2 gold, 1 silver, 4 bronze this time in the Europeans. So it's the way forward, but some of these English fighters, amateurs, need to step up for next year, because the World is going to be in Vegas again, and it's going to be at UFC 200 time. It's that week of UFC 200.
Yeah, the International Fight Week. Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a week, that, as well, to be a part of.
Aren't there?
Yeah. I think Tom might want to be cutting weight to get into that as well.
Starts now, yeah, he'll be all right. If he starts now, he might make weight.
Lads, look, I know you got training on. I'm going to let you get yourselves going. It's great having a quick chit chat with you guys. We'll have a talk more in 2016, but obviously BCMMA is coming up. It's going to be another stellar card, I'm sure. But Jack, I want to test your memory here, lad. How can people watch it if they can't get tickets?
Pardon?
Can people watch it? Yeah.
On MMA TV, you guys can watch it. You can't get tickets, and I'm not sure whether this is going to be pay-per-view or for free. But I'm working with the team, and hopefully, please don't hold me to it, but hopefully we're going to do it for free again this time. So, and that's the plan.
Yeah, I love what MMA TV are doing with helping out with like broadcasting the British cards, because people who can't get to them, it's great that people can watch them from anywhere in the world. So, look, I can't wait for the cards coming up. I've been checking out the fights, guys. Have a great time, BCMA. We'll obviously talk a bit more in the future, and obviously enjoy the year coming up, guys, because I know you're going to have a big year, a lot of you, because it's going to be just because the BKK lot, it just seems like there's a great vibe and there's a great energy there, and it seems like you guys are really moving forward with things.
Yeah, lots of big things happening next year. It's going to be good, I think.
Right, guys. Well, get going. Have a great training, and just enjoy your new year, by the way. And Tom, put down the fork. It's called a salad.